Jordyn was there. Tristan never came home.
Welcome back to my channel, guys. I just finished the new episode, part 1 of Keeping Up with the Kardashian season finale, and the manipulation that I saw is just needed for a video. I just have to break down what I felt, how my reaction was to their perspective of the whole Jordyn and Tristan scandal. Now, I want to first start with how this episode started was so bizarre to me. One, they started it very intimately. They had Jordyn in the house with Khloe Kardashian, Kendall, and Kylie. And when I say the house, I'm talking about this new rental home that she's renovating, buying, whatever have you. And they're talking about basically everything she's going to do with the house and really just kind of showing that Jordyn was really a part of this family. I think that was what the producers were trying to get across while editing this episode, if you will, because it was just so random to see something so bland and boring on the Kardashians that I was like, oh, okay, so they're definitely blatantly putting this in our faces to show the respect and the love that they supposedly had for Jordyn Woods. Even to the point where Jordyn is even telling Khloe, yeah, I'm going to come over. We can work. I want to work out at your new place, all this stuff, which I just thought was really funny to kind of show and make it seem like, you know, they're just these really great people. And I understand that the Kardashians are a brand, but at the end of the day, you will be called out and people will see your hypocrisy, period. They will see it. Another thing that I thought was very funny, when Khloe was sick in this episode, she has migraines and her stomach is hurting and she's feeling nauseous and fatigued, and she goes and gets an MRI and all this stuff. And for me, when I saw that, I was like, that right there is your body telling you that whatever you're doing this is not what you want. This is not what you should be doing. Whether it's even a great example is just, I'm sure there's girls out there that feel like they're in an unfaithful relationship and they feel as if something is going on, whether their boyfriend is running late and he's not home and your stomach starts hurting, you start feeling nauseous, and you just start getting these physical, where I've had boyfriends in the past cheat on me and I've had physical symptoms before even finding out that they cheated. So I feel like that was really like a foreshadowing that they decided to put in as well in this episode. Again, just great at the manipulation and making Jordyn look like this terrible person. Another thing I thought was interesting is obviously when Kim is sitting down during her interviews for the show and they all get the news that Jordyn and Tristan did this and that, and she's sitting there merging Kylie, calling Courtney on the phone, but she's also behind Kim. Like, the whole thing was just, there was so much going on. I mean, I was personally bored when this whole thing was, when they were all talking about this whole situation on the phone. I was just looking at it like, oh my gosh, this is like some high school stuff. You know, when you call, like, oh my gosh, so-and-so, call them. Okay, call them on three-way. Like, that's how I felt. Like, that's what I got from it. But I understand that they are very tight-knit and they feel that they need to, you know, all be talking about a situation like this together. I definitely understand why they did that. I get why that happened, but it was just so longly drawn out that I was just like, okay, we get it. I'm done seeing this. I even noticed that the chair that Kim Kardashian was sitting in was a pearl chair. And I think I noticed that because it was that drawn out. Like, I was so over the whole, them just sitting there trying to figure out what was going on. I just felt like it was very like childish, immature to me. Now, I thought it was really interesting that they decided to put in what the producer thought. So obviously we don't know what these producers are all looking like while they're filming the show. You're not going to see Kim Kardashian, you know, filming Keeping Up with the Kardashians with the producer right next to her like, hey, how y'all doing? Like, obviously they're not in the front of the camera, but they did take the time to put what the producer said. So I guess when everything was going down and they were finding out that Jordyn did this with Tristan, the producer says, "What the F?" And they decide to put that on the screen. We don't see the producer say it, obviously, but they put producer and then "What the F?" And I just thought that was so funny. I was like, you guys are hilarious. You guys really want us to see like how y'all felt. And it's just like, everyone is going through stuff every single day, but when something bad like this happens to the Kardashians, it's like the whole world needs to stop. And it's just like, no, you guys are also doing this and stopping other people's worlds, okay? You got Justin Sky, you got Amber Rose, you got the other Jordyn that was pregnant before Khloe was even with Tristan. What about that? What about her dark period? What about when she was upset? What about when she felt like, she couldn't get out of bed and she probably wanted to kill herself? What about that? What about that? But no, we don't talk about how the Black woman feels. We never talk about how the Black woman feels. Now, another manipulative, just to the point of just disappointment. I just didn't understand why they wanted to portray whatever they were trying to portray. But there is a scene where, you can see Khloe is, being a confidant to Jordyn Woods and, asking her to be, one of the models for Good American, and that she wants, Jordyn to be a part of it. And they do this photo shoot with Malika, basically the two twins, Malika and her sister, and then Jordyn Woods, and then Khloe's in the middle. And I just thought that was very, very weird. Why are you showing us you helping 3 Black women? Why couldn't it be you, Jordyn, and all the other races that are part of Good American? I was just confused on why they decided to pick that scene, that those 4 people together with this red aura around it. Now, if you haven't seen the episode, when you get to the part I'm talking about, please pause it and just look at what you're looking at, because it's this red aura to where it's almost like she's putting this vindictive, it just didn't make sense to me. I was like, why are you putting this evil representation on these Black women? I mean, even though I know she's not doing that for the twins, but it was just very weird to see, and it reminded me of something very familiar that I have seen in the past. So when I saw that, it rubbed me the wrong way. It made me feel very strange. I was like, why is she showing this? I don't understand why this is something being shown. And what sucks about that part of the episode is the next point that I'm getting to. So at the end of this episode, part 1, season finale, she says, "These effing bitches think they can F our men." And when she said that, I almost paused it and rewinded it and realized it wasn't Netflix. I was like, oh, this is live. Oh, she really said that. She actually really just said that. And it blew my mind because, one, what are you talking about? Our man, your man wasn't even your man when he was officially your man. He had a whole other female pregnant and ready to go. And then you got Kim Kardashian, Amber Rose. I mean, you got Kylie, Travis, Justin Scott. I mean, the list goes on and on. Obviously, I'm not going to put Kourtney in it. Kourtney hasn't really teetered in that realm. Khloe, French Montana, Trina. I mean, I can go on and on. And Impressive has a great video on this that she uploaded before the episode even aired tonight. And it just goes through all of it. So for me to hear her say that at the end of this episode had my skin crawling, you guys. It had my skin crawling. And it's just so sad. It's so sad that people are being manipulated. Because, again, I know that there are hardcore Kardashian fans that are just going to be like, you're looking at the episode in way too much detail. And, and the thing is you have to understand, like, for manipulation to really work in a good way, it has to be subtle. It has to be very, very quick, boom, boom. It can't be something that's just, like, blatantly in your face all the time. So for me, I immediately saw these key points within the episode and thought that this was not okay, that this was not right. So let me know what you guys think. Tell me if you've seen the episode. If you haven't seen the episode, let me know what you're thinking the next episode is going to be when it comes to Jordyn doing the red table talk. My opinion, and this is just my opinion.
That's my opinion!
But in my opinion, this episode was to make her look really soft and at ease and just confused. And for me, I didn't see a lot of emotion from Khloe in this part one. In part two, I feel there will be a lot more emotion. And for some reason, I'm pretty positive it's not going to be that sentimental emotion. It's going to be some anger, some vindictive behavior, because I don't understand how Jordyn is bawling her eyes out and Khloe shed no tears within this episode. It was just very strange for me. Very strange. However, she's crying in the next episode. So if she's crying in the next episode, is that because she did the red table talk and you're upset because, you know, things are out that you don't want to? I mean, I really don't know. But I would love to hear what you guys think. And especially if you saw the same things that I saw. If you saw what I saw, please let me know in the comment section below. And of course, like always, if you did like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Other than that, you guys have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is there. And I will catch y'all in the next video.